Well, from your kitchen cabinets to your bedroom closet and everywhere in between, the average American owns 300,000 things. And you paid money to collect all that stuff, but your clutter is actually costing you. Financial professional Matt Gulbransen, owner of Callahan Financials, here to tell us how to kind of declutter, spring clean, and in the meantime, beef up that bank account.
Absolutely.
A little bit. So what do we have sitting around our house?
Well, supposedly a lot, right?
This is so in my wheelhouse right now.
Well, I think it's in everybody's wheelhouse
right,
a
yeah.
little bit. So there's really 4 things you need to do if you're going to try to turn all your clutter into cash. Is you need to, number 1, you need to figure out if you're going to keep it. Are you going to get rid of it? And then obviously the last 2 that will make you some money is, are you going to sell it and are you going to donate it? So let me talk about those 2. So if you're going to sell it, it's really easy to do today, right? We have Craigslist, Facebook has classifieds, eBay. It's really simple, but more importantly, it's simple to see if something is actually of value. So what might be yours and mine's trash might be another person's treasure.
Right, those Facebook sites are just
exactly.
easy.
And then if you want to donate, it's not something that you realize right away, but when you file your taxes, I noticed the tax thing, season. Right? Yeah, is that you'd be surprised how that adds up. My wife and I did 5 donations to Goodwill last year, and that added up to be a nice deduction.
Nice. Yeah. So when we're looking for things around our house, what kind of things should we kind of focus on?
Well, so I have two examples we brought today. The first one, this is shocking to me when I did a little research, was the bowls here. Is that when you go to Grandma's house, you might have seen these years ago, and today
I have them in my cupboard.
Well, I guess people still, they're actually worth $50 to $100 depending on the size, the condition, and the color.
That's fantastic. And how would you know that something is worth money?
It takes 5 minutes to go out and maybe do an eBay search,
right.
do an Amazon search. You can probably just Google the item and you never know where you end up. It's definitely time well spent.
So look for those Pyrex. Your house,
yeah.
Mom's house, Grandma's house.
Exactly, yeah, don't be stealing them from Grandma's house.
Maybe ask first.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up, vintage items.
Yeah, so collectibles are a little bit different for each person. For example, we have Pretty Pretty Princess here, which is not a game I ever played or had, but if you go online, these brand new are actually still worth $75 to $100, which is probably triple what you probably paid for it initially. So again, it doesn't hurt to go out and look these things up and to see what someone's really willing to pay for them.
And then your cell phones.
Yeah, I mean, this one isn't going to be a huge difference maker for you, but if you've got old phones, old cords laying around, more importantly, you can donate them to a good cause, good charity, and maybe
that'd be a tax write-off?
Yeah. So 'tis the season.
Yeah, exactly. And then, we're talking about that's how we kind of make money, but just having the clutter is costing us.
Yeah, I think it's hard to pinpoint it exactly, but let me give you 2 examples. 1 in 4 people claim that they are late on their bills on a regular basis. So I would attribute some of that maybe being unorganized or having a lot of clutter in their house. And so maybe if you're going to declutter, maybe create a system or organization on how you're going to pay your bills, and maybe that avoids some late fees. Secondly, the other way that you can is that 1 in 10 people own a storage unit, or rent a storage unit. And so that means you don't have enough room in your own house that you're having to store stuff somewhere else. Also probably means that you're not using those things on a regular basis. So you're probably paying a lot of money, maybe a couple $100s a month for stuff you're not actually using.
And duplicate items?
Yeah, so I mean, think about an example of, I can think off the top of my head a couple things that I have double of that I don't really need. Again, sell them, donate them, get a few dollars in your pocket, maybe covers a dinner or something like that.
I think it's just kind of mentally hard to give something away. You might need it someday.
Sentimental.
Yes. Thank you so much, Matt,
Absolutely.
for being here. We'll have a link to his advice and Callahan Financial Planning on KARE11.com.